YouTube? It's your boy Greg, back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, we talk about fragrance related topics. So if there's something that you're interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about a fragrance from the house of Zaharoff, and it's actually a fragrance that's from the Z Creators. And the creator of this fragrance is Ross from TLTG Reviews, and that fragrance is Business Over Pleasure. Alright, so here's the presentation. Here's the box. That's actually Ross at the top, and then Zaharoff here. Then it has some cool designs around it. I actually really enjoyed the presentations from the Z Creators. You can actually tell that they put a lot of time and effort into creating just the presentation itself. And then here's the bottle. Really nice bottle. Has the TLTG at the bottom, Zaharoff. Nice blue cap. And then at the back, it has kind of like a frosted glass image of the same image that's on the box. Really cool detail. I really appreciate, you know, the detail and the time and effort that they put in just the presentation itself. But let's go ahead and talk about the juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know the actual notes, and I'm gonna tell you which ones stand out to me. So the notes that are in this fragrance is, I guess you say, Sichuan pepper, coriander, bergamot, Tuscan Irish, lily of the valley, cashmere and wood, lemon verbena, ginger, musk, Palo Santo, patchouli, tonka bean, amber, and gaiac wood. Alright, so with this fragrance, normally you would think that this is going to be a super fresh fragrance, you know, maybe just a blue fragrance, and it's actually not that at all. Now, it is a woody fragrance. You can definitely get the woods. I don't get any of the patchouli. I do get the amber, and I do get the tonka. Now, in that iris note that's in this, it does give it a slight powderiness, but it's not the same kind of effect that you normally get when you get a fragrance that has iris. The iris in this is done different, but very well. But let me tell you, this fragrance right here is just something that is different, right? It's a fresh fragrance with a lot of sweetness. To me, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of sweetness. And the way that I can describe the sweetness that's coming off this one is it's almost kind of like a creamy vanilla lemon. It does have that lemon verbena in it, and that could be what's giving this that lemon vibe. And I feel like that iris is what's kind of giving this fragrance somewhat of a sweet, creamy vibe. I don't know if that's the iris that's doing that, but I feel like it is. And yes, that amber does kick in, you know, more down to the dry down and make it a little bit warm. So for me, the first stages of this is kind of like, it's spicy, but it's a well-tamed spiciness, right? And it still has that creamy vanillic lemon thing going on to me. And honestly, if I could describe this fragrance kind of like in a materialistic way, it's really silky smooth. It's just kind of like just a nice smooth silkiness, just a nice well-balanced sweetness with some freshness. You got some creaminess. I really enjoy this fragrance because it's not your everyday fresh fragrance. It's not your everyday blue fragrance. It's actually not a blue fragrance at all. This is actually kind of like a fresh gourmand, like a gourmand that could be worn, you know, in the hot weather. Now, if you listen to the name Business Over Pleasure, honestly, that name fits this fragrance very well. And the reason why I say this is because of this. This right here is probably one of the best work scents out there. And I really mean that. And the reason why I say that is because it's a nice fragrance, but it doesn't project too much, right? It does have some spiciness, but it's not too spicy to where it'll burn your nose and offend others. It's sweet, but it's not that cloying sweet. It's not that overly jammy type of sweetness. It's just a nice, smooth, silky sweetness. And then it does have that touch of lemon. It does have that touch of woodiness, and that iris is giving it even more of a character. This fragrance right here is very unique to be what it is. It's supposed to be a freshie, but it's far from just a fresh fragrance. It's probably one of the most complex fresh fragrances that is out there that I've ever smelled personally. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, I really like Ross or anything like that. I really mean that this is a nice, complex, sweet, fresh fragrance. Now, the funny thing is, I actually smelled this one when I purchased Brass and Soul. You know, they include the samples of the other two fragrances besides what you actually bought. And this was in there, and then obviously the Siren was in there. And I put this on my wrist and I smelled it and I immediately fell in love with it. I had to have it. And I ordered it right away just by smelling it from a dabber. And for you guys who don't know, like, them dabbers are kind of just like trash. Like, those dabbers really don't do fragrances any justice at all. But it was good enough for me to purchase this. I mean, when I smelled the dabber, it was fresh at first, but it kind of just disappeared from my skin. I'm like, man, I really like it, but it's already gone from my skin. But then an hour later, it's like it just kept getting stronger, regaining the strength that it had to begin with. And it still wasn't just pushing and pushing and pushing, but it started to get really nice. Like I said, that sweetness started to come out. You know, that lemon, creamy, vanillic vibe started to come out. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta have this. I have to have it. So I picked it up. Back to what I said as far as this being like a work scent. It's not only a work scent. This is a daily driver, signature scent worthy. It's going to get you compliments. You won't offend anyone with this fragrance. Now, as far as the performance on my skin, I'm only getting around 4 to 5 hours. But on the shirt, I'm getting like 12, 15, 24 hours. So this is just a fragrance that my skin soaks up. But when I had it on my shirt, I smelled the same shirt the next day, and this was still there. I could smell it loud and clear. So it's just my skin that it's not lasting that long with, but maybe for you, it'll last a bit longer on your skin. If your skin is having the same issue as mine, just go ahead and spray it on your shirt and it'll be with you all day. As far as rating this fragrance, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8. I feel like it's a great fragrance. I feel like this is a fragrance that anybody can wear, whether you old school or new school. I feel like if you're going to work, you can wear this. If you're going shopping, you can wear this. If you're going to the park just to hang out and chill, you can wear this. This is, like I said, signature scent worthy. This is probably going to be over all of your fresh fragrances in your collection because it's a freshie, but it's almost kind of like a fresh gourmand, kind of like, you know, for you gourmand lovers, this is something that you can actually pull off and wear when it's hot outside. I'm telling you, it's a fresh fragrance, but it has that sweet, creamy, vanillic lemon vibe in there. And I just really, really love this fragrance. Like, it's a fragrance that just kind of puts you in a mood, make you feel some kind of way, man, like you a boss. It just kind of relaxes you, like gives you confidence. You know you smelling good with this. Like, that's what this fragrance does for me, and I really, really, really like that. All right, so if you've tried this fragrance, I want you to go down in that comment section and let me know what you think about it. Do you think it was a good release? Do you think Ross did a good job, or do you think it was kind of okay, or whatever the case may be? Go in that comment section and let me know what you think about it. So if you like this video, go ahead and give your boy a thumbs up, and that's it. Take care. Peace.